Oh, test test 1 2. I guess I should have done that first. Sometimes OBS is fine with using this as my default mic, which it is my default mic, and sometimes it doesn't know what to do. You know
Hello
why?
there.
I was playing PlayStation the other day. That probably screwed it up. Hello, hello there. Okay, now you hear me. Good. Also, the hello there was probably pathetically quiet, wasn't it? I don't know how to stream. Alright. You heard it well. Okay, as long as you guys hear it fine, then good. I don't care if it's quiet for me. It was good. Yay. So this truck, Autocar DC, I don't think it's stolen. I'm pretty sure. Because that's been a thing with truck mods, because people put them up as payware and then other people take them and put them up, steal them and make them free somewhere else. This was my XBS, letter X and BS. There. Um, there was some kind of drama with him. I think he took it down from like the SCS site and stuff, but I had it before then, and I did download a newer version that I think somebody maybe fixed a few things for the updates, so it's kind of iffy, but I know it's not like a payware thing that got stolen, so I'm okay with using it, I think. Unless somebody yells at me, then I'll switch trucks, I guess. I like it though. It's a neat old truck. Nope. Okay. So where am I? Actually, I did the Halloween event, just delivering Halloween candy all over the place. I did that on my own, so I wouldn't be locked into hauling specific trailers and 65 miles an hour everywhere. Although I don't know if this truck goes a whole lot more than 65 anyway, but we'll see. I think it does actually. And the music sounds a little loud to me, but I think it's only loud to me, so whatever. Uh oh. Okay. Alright, game, I'm sorry. I pressed the start engine button, but you're not done loading in yet. There we go. Okay. There we go. Time is at 8 o'clock at night in game. Where am I? I don't remember. I think I'm in Montana? Great Falls. Yeah, Montana. Alright, well, I guess we can work our way towards Canada. I don't really have a specific game plan or anything. Oh, we can keep messing around in Montana, actually. It's quite pretty. Haven't done too much there yet. I do have also Mexico Reforma, which also changes stuff around here in the Sierra Nevada mountains, I think. Unless it doesn't do that anymore. Actually, I don't know if it still does that. I could be wrong about that. Because I don't really remember what that changed a whole lot. I think this was part of the Sierra Nevada thing. I know it's a problem if I try to do external jobs down in San Diego and a couple of other towns near the border of Mexico, because the industries aren't in exactly the correct position anymore, and then you can't turn in the job. I ran into that a couple times before I realized, okay, I can't do that. Alright, let's see. Guess I'll check both for now. Oh god, that's too much truck, I think. So that one's 77,000 pounds. That's probably doable with this truck. It's not that far either. Think about it. Yeah, let's stay in Montana, I guess. That is significantly easier. Oh, Butte is down here. It was going that way, I see. Let's see, free market, though. I guess I'm in Great Falls now. I don't know what mod adds these silly little broken cars, but I haven't gotten around to getting rid of it yet. That's not too bad. How heavy? 13. I love how on some pages it tells you thousands of pounds, on other pages it tells me tons. 13 tons would be 26,000 pounds. Oh, that's not bad at all. Yeah, probably. Or we can go over to Oregon further. Or we could try to stay in Montana. Yeah, sure, Mexico. That's really light. I don't know where I want to go. I think I want to go to Idaho. So I'll get this town. I can make a point to get Helena too. Yeah, is that the way out? And it's a gate that opens up? I think so. Oh, I don't have the trailer running. Alright, this is not an external job, so if I want to sleep, I gotta sleep first. Well, we're gonna have to pick a different job, because that one's probably gonna be gone, but I would like to sleep through the night. Right, because before when I was doing external jobs, and this is something that I didn't even... it just wants me to go back here. But when I was doing external jobs, something that I didn't realize for the longest time playing this game and doing external jobs is it goes by real life time instead of in-game time. You know what? Let's get this. Let's just free drive for a bit, I guess, and get that, and then sleep. But it goes by real life time, so if you're doing an external job, you can sleep in game as much as you want. And it just doesn't freaking matter. And it gives you like multiple days of real life time to do it. My lights on? Yeah. Okay, they're on high beams right now. I haven't driven in a little while, probably about a week, so... Well, that's a dead end anyway. Oh. This gearbox is a little weird. It's a 9 plus 2 gears, so it's 9 speed plus 2 crawl gears. And the gear ratios are pretty wacky, I think. But it gets me up to speed. If I don't use this 9 plus 2 gearbox, then the only thing I have is... I want to say like a 10 speed that tops out at like 50 something miles an hour. It's pretty bad. I mean, it is an old truck. It's not that old. Yeah. The engine's quite good. It's just the gearbox is not. Oh, great. My shifter's acting up again. Probably because I dropped it. Okay. I put it on my bed and then it fell off the bed. And by shifter, I mean, custom built a shift box thing, and I keep fiddling with it, and sometimes it works fine, and sometimes it just doesn't. I think the wiring is not great. It was always downshifting that was acting up on me. Now I think it's equal to opportunity, which tells me that it's the common wire, maybe. Did that skip a gear? No. Maybe it's okay. Yeah. I think there's a place I can sleep right in here. Yeah. So, David, do you think the multiplayer mod isn't even really playable yet? Because I did download it, but I had to download it off of the GitHub, which means uh, they weren't sure enough about it to put it on Nexus. I'm a little curious about how bad it is. I saw one video that they put up. What was Inspill and somebody else is working on it now, I think. I don't even think Cookie's working on it now. But they put up a video playing on it a bit, and they were actually using VRM models instead of the pills for themselves, which was like, oh wow, okay. I have some VRM models that I found. Oh, right. I gotta look at that switch for what my headlights are doing, because you can't see any difference in here. Times it's 8 a.m. I shouldn't have to have regular headlights on. Okay. Now, this is the ending song from Final Fantasy VIII. Please. Okay. Reset, because I have a feeling what I had it set to is probably gone now. Oh, there's some... What the hell is that? Computadoras? Computers? Mexican computers? It doesn't look like computers. It looks like a dump trailer, but it's itty bitty. Okay. That goes with something. I don't know what. 2014. Nope. Oh, here's something completely different. Interesting. You gotta go down to go back up through Helena. Or I could just go to Helena. Although that doesn't even get me to discover Helena, so. What else? Butte. Oh, that's not too bad. Surprised I'm getting such short loads. Oh, that goes into... We could just go straight for Pro Mods Canada, I guess. Yeah, sure, why not? As long as I get this town, this town, this town on the way. Yeah, screw it. Surrey, British Columbia. I mean, it's just empty bottles, which isn't the fanciest thing in the world, but it's okay. What, did I not have to? No, I guess I didn't have the handbrake on before. Handbrake? Well, I guess handbrake is technically correct. Parking brake. Been playing too much Derail Valley. think I managed to warm up my shifter. Hopefully, knock on wood. I did not see that stop sign. Keep right and exit right. Oh, whoops. Ignore that left blinker. Oh yeah, this engine has a pretty strong turbo whistle. It's not too bad, but yeah, this can be a little annoying. That's a 55. Doing lower. 45. Oh yeah, I think I did see that, David. Cool. Yeah, G27's probably still the best around, huh? Nice train. My shifter is just a sequential shifter. It's literally 3-threaded rods. You know, common wire in the middle and shift up wire and shift down wire. What's left of my old wheel. I was eyeing getting a G, what is it, 29? With the shifter and all that, but it's just a bit out of my budget, and I'm like, how much do I really use my wheel? And I don't know. There may be a time when I get one, but probably not until this wheel breaks. This wheel, thankfully, knock on wood again, seems to be working just fine. Yeah, I know it's not as good as the 27, but you can't get 27s anymore. I think I saw a G27 once for like something like $1,000 or something. I was like, yeah, okay. G9 920. So 920 and G29 is pretty much the same thing, right? Like one of them is more based for consoles or something like that. Yeah. What I'm using now is a Logitech Driving Force Pro, I think technically is what it's called. It's old enough that I think, I haven't tried it, but I think it'll work with my PlayStation 2. I didn't have it new. I found it on eBay, like, I don't know how long I've had this for now, like 3 years or something. Got it for like $100, and it's been good. My only gripe with it is the pedals are, the springs are way too weak. Like I've seen people, I looked it up once, and people like cut up some sponges and stick them under the pedals to give them more resistance, and I don't know. It doesn't bother me enough that I've tried that yet, but I guess right now I'm so used to it. I'd probably think anything else was too strong. When I remember when I first set it up, though, and upgraded from my, what was it? My cheap Thrustmaster thing. It's like a FGT 301 Ferrari thing. It had a red wheel, but I liked the pedals with that one a lot better. I remember the pedals were built way better than that wheel. That was one of those, non-force feedback, so you could only turn 90 degrees each way, and they couldn't even pay for a spring anymore, so it had a freaking bungee cord in the middle instead of a spring, and it was like the older FGT 3-in-1, which was also, that one was really cheap. That one was like $35, and it was better than the Red Legend one, which was like 50, I think. But the real old one, it had a big long spring on each side for tension for the wheel. And that worked a hell of a lot better than the freaking bungee cord. The bungee cord was okay when you first got it, but surprise, surprise, it's a freaking rubber bungee cord and it wore out pretty easily. Oh, that's right. Not an external job. I have to pick it up. And then I ended up, I took that wheel apart and I found a bungee cord out of the garage and uh, had to do some other modifications to fix it. Had to get rid of the industrial hot glue that held in the old bungee cord. Because, yeah, the damn thing was literally just glued together. It's like, wow. Okay, let's see. 44. Let's see if doubles are worth more. God, I have too many mods. Way too many mods. Oh, I don't care. I started to care and then I didn't care anymore. Prince. 46, yes, it is worth more. Doubles it is. And there it is, right? It's actually a few sets. Yeah, it's that one. Is it that one? Yeah. I have this icons mod that changes the icons from the default bright green lines and bright green squares to the much nicer, like these white lines for under the trailers and white hash marks for the place to pick up the job. It's nice, and you don't have those annoying green markers all over the place, but at the same time, they can be hard to see. It's kind of a double-edged sword. Now, I don't remember. Did advanced trailer coupling still work with this truck? Let's find out. Sometimes I think that I'm a terrible driver when it comes to backing up, and then I watch some VTuber play this game, and then I feel much better about myself. Oh, yeah? Cool. I don't think I have it for ETS, actually. I think I only have it for ATS. Wait, what gear am I in? There. I played a little bit of ATS a couple of weeks ago. What was I doing? I did some of the Halloween jobs in that one. And, checking out a couple of mods. I don't have many mods anymore for ETS 2. Because a lot of the ones I had stopped getting updated and didn't work anymore. That train coming. Cool. I like trains. There she is. I did have an improved trains mod that added like some steam engines and stuff too. It was pretty neat. And then the mod author had some issue with it being on marketplace, not marketplace, what's it called? Warehouse. Steam warehouse. Yeah, I don't know all the new ones though. And then I found it on the mod website instead of the warehouse, and then it wasn't anywhere. I stopped getting updated, and now this is some other improved trains like job. And hey, that's a nice long train, so I think it's working. I didn't get the really long trains. I got like the medium length trains. Hey, that guy's just like a real life person. Starts itching up as soon as the train goes by when the gates are still down. You're not gonna get anywhere. Yes. Well, you know how I am with Derail Valley and all my Fallen Flags skins that I make. Actually, I never announced it on the Discord server this time because I don't know. I guess I felt it wasn't big enough change, but I updated my Mopac, O&W, and MKT freight cars packs because I just added the stock car. But I was really simple with the stock car because I like the new stock car. It's very like worn and old looking. So all I did was slap a logo on it for whatever railroad, and then I did all the lettering for the dimensions. Oh, why did my freaking notifications not go away there? Turn right. Okay. I am not trying to turn right on red because I'm a big truck. Even though I think legally I could, but I don't like it. Trucks really shouldn't be turning right on red. I think the rules are usually like hazmat can't. I don't know. When I see trucks in my town, they don't try to turn right on red. Like any kind of semi truck, so I don't know what the legality of it is. Of course, this is a truck driving game, so they had to make it so that you could turn right on red, or else there wouldn't be any point. What would be neat to add in this game, but it would be very tedious, I'm sure, is if certain intersections where it wouldn't be a good idea to turn right on red, you would put up a sign saying no turn on red, and then you wouldn't be able to, which is how it is in real life, but you know, you imagine them trying to go through every single intersection in the game and deciding which ones you can turn right on or which ones you can't. Maybe a mod that adds the signs, but the signs wouldn't actually do anything legally. I was getting happy in the Derail Valley Discord because what's her name? Luna. Um, she was posting a bunch of pictures of the camelbacks that she's working on. Like, yes, I want camelbacks. Of course, custom car loader doesn't support locomotives yet, but Give them time. They'll figure it out. Alright, I need to skip that gear. It's pretty much the same as third. There's like this weird invisible gear between third and fourth. Hello. Is that a Grand Marquis? Don't slow down now, buddy. $45 for some reason. Now it's 55. Interesting. Oh, I didn't set up my route because there's stuff that I want to discover. Crap, forgot. You just discover Helena. I wonder if I have to actually drive through Helena. There's no question mark. I don't think I do. No, I didn't say anything on the Discord about it. And I was supportive. They'll get it. She'll get it fixed. I'm not going to ask when it's going to be done. I know better than that. She's awesome. I was actually kind of honored because I made a bunch of MKT flat cars. Not flat cars, freight cars pack. And then she gave me the file for her DE6. Asked me to add it to the pack, and I was like, oh, sweet. That's nice. And then I felt kind of stupid. Because you know what the MKT Railroad was called? The Katy. And what's her name? Katy. K-A-T-Y. Never put two and two together. It's like, oh, right. That's her railroad. I uploaded the freight car pack to have the stock car. I'm not completely crazy about the stock car though, because I had to shrink down the logo to fit it where I wanted to fit it, and some of the wording on it isn't very legible. I probably missed it. Oh, that's kind of funny. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. It's my motto. Well, I mean, I'm sure you've noticed by now I never say anything almost. I'm the epitome of lurker. What's the speed limit? 70? I think so. I know it says it on my GPS, but I can't see that. And I upshifted too soon, I guess. This is a Detroit diesel, so yeah, I guess I gotta make her really scream a little bit more. A good spot, yeah. Okay, that should be good. physicist. He's an Aussie too, right? I think so. Oh, did I set up my whole route? By the way. Oh right. Uh oh. Oh yeah, he's posted the Victoria Railway's pictures with the diesels that are painted up like the Erie diesels, the old Erie diesels. Yes, I guess we're good. Okay. I love that there's another railroad out there that saw the Erie paint job and said, "That's really cool. We're gonna do that." You know, some people say, "Ah, they copy." I don't care. It's admiration. They liked it. You know. There's something that's really funny is the railroad that I'm always talking about, O&W. They have this gray, yellow, and orange paint job for their diesels. And mostly all gray, but a yellow stripe through the middle of the diesel, and then on the front end, little like orange half circle under the front there. Pretty unique for them. Although apparently, when they picked out their paint job from the EMD catalog back in late 40s, I suppose, it wasn't a paint job that they like hired somebody to make. It was part of the EMD catalog. So years later, like after the O&W was dead and buried because the O&W went out of business in 57, some Canadian railroad, I forget what it's called now. It was a Canadian railroad, might have been a short line. They ordered a bunch of diesels with the same freaking paint job. So there's actually like SD40s or something, some more modern diesels up in Canada painted up like the O&W. And it's like, oh wow. Obviously the lettering is different, but it's the same color paint job. Speed limit go up? Yes. But the road is getting squiggly, so it doesn't matter. I think the gears on this box is still a little bit long. I was happy when I found those pictures. I was like, I thought it was Photoshop or something, but it was like too like old and dingy. It wasn't like perfect or anything. So I'm like, that's not Photoshop. I'm seeing this gray, yellow, and orange paint job, and it's on this like, I think it was an SD 20 or 40. I don't know my modern diesels too well. And I'm like, O&W never made it into hood locomotives. Their newest locomotives were EMD FTs and F3s. What? Then I managed to research it. I was like, oh, that's neat. And the Aussie Victorian Railways ones that have the Erie paint jobs, they're basically the Australian version of EMDF units, so it works pretty much perfectly. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Well, there's an ad break. I'm looking at my timer. It was 2.5 minutes off. I'm trying to set up a timer so I can get an idea of when the ads are going to happen. Because it just tells me when the ads are happening, not like a warning for it. QR's Liberty. Yeah, that's nice too. Yep. That's Queensland Rail, right? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you don't have to stop at the way station. Yay. Welcome back from the ads, if anybody was there. Whoa, 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 station wagon, what's your problem? Oh, these guys can't figure out how to merge. Right. Okay, I'm not actually too mad at the station wagon, it wasn't his fault. Bimbo here, couldn't figure it out. Well, actually, he probably just didn't want to cream the guy on the right, which really couldn't... What is that, a freaking Nova? He couldn't figure it out. Hold on 1 second, I want to reset that timer. I'm experimenting. Well, I was a little quick in that because then I realized that Nova on the right was the one that was really causing the problem. Now, I used to hear that in Spanish-speaking countries, I think this is more of a myth, but nobody would buy Chevy Novas because Nova means no-go. But it was one word, not two. I don't know. I think that's more of a myth than anything else. More of a funny, haha, they won't buy it because it means no-go. I don't need to go right. No. Oh, fuel. Whoops. Oh, yeah, I am running out of fuel, aren't I? Yep, down to under a quarter. I'm gonna burn out the fuel pump. Gremlin? You mean Ford Pintos? Those are the ones that were known for blowing up because they got a light tap to the rear bumper. Gremlins were AMCs. I mean, they weren't that great either, but I'd love to have a Gremlin nowadays. I always loved those little cars. Yeah, Pinto. Well, the Pinto thing was very exaggerated, I think. Like, they fixed it pretty early on. And it did end up being a pretty successful car still. But yeah, in the beginning, yeah, it was bad. But hey, that's why they came out with the safety bumpers for everybody. Hey, if we put these little shock absorbers on the bumpers, maybe we won't explode. Something about the Pinto that I didn't know is they actually also had Ford Pinto wagons, like station wagons, like little small station wagons. They were actually pretty neat. That's another kind of car that I would love to have nowadays. If I could find one, but the problem with me, not that I'd be able to be looking for a car right now anyway, is where I live. Any car that's older than, I don't know, 5, 10 years is gonna be rusted out and terrible because I live in the salt belt. And my area, they really oversalt the hell out of the rails. The roads. Sorry, trains on the brain. I mean, I understand you got to keep the roads safe in the wintertime, but they really go overboard with the salt. Oh. I looked at chat. That was chat's fault. I hate driving in the left lane. I don't like these roads where you can't see the freaking lines either. A box wagon. Yeah. Don't chat and drive, yeah. Well, don't read chat and drive. Talking is okay. Looking at something else is not. Are we down to 65 now? Yeah. Look at me being a courteous driver, getting in the left lane out of the way, if I can. We're just going to be constantly going slightly uphill, aren't we? I'd love to go up one more gear and save on fuel since I'm about to run out, but you know what, screw it. I'm about to run out. Oh, I see. Why wasn't there a fuel sign? I was looking for it. Oh, there's a chance here. I better get off here. Okay. This thing runs on fumes. Oh, there's the fuel sign. Okay. I didn't wait long enough. One of these signs says fuel. Listen, my eyes aren't that great, okay? One of them says fuel. I know I would have seen the blue sign and said, okay, blue. Good. Oh, God. I went down too many. Continue straight? No, I don't want to get back on the highway. Yeah. Not yet. I'm going to probably after the stream. Check it out. See if I can figure out how to play it. I've seen some people play it here and there. I do like the idea of being able to build your own tracks and stuff, but I have heard an awful lot of bad things, I guess mostly from ice. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. No, I'm listening to GPS. Damn it. No, this is good. Okay. Never mind. Freaking out. I thought GPS was trying to get me back on the highway. Oh, come on. We're almost there. No, I'm screwed. I got another turn to go. I was hoping I could coast in, but... don't think so. I'll write it out, but I don't think so.
Keep left, then turn left.
Okay. I tried.
Turn left.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, this thing's only got like... Yeah, I'm screwed. This thing's only got like a 250-gallon fuel tank, I think. Listen, it's the stream's fault. I don't do this when I'm not streaming. That's the wrong button. I like that they added a refueling thing. You used to have to get towed if you ran out of fuel. No, don't decouple the trailer. That was the wrong button, you see. Great. Thank you. Well, that was a cycle of traffic lights. Are we not running? Or are we not running? I know, turn left. You see, I'm trying to start the engine. There. I heard the air starter, and then there was no engine. Listen, the two buttons are right next to each other on the wheel. Actually, when I unhooked the trailer, I was looking for the button to change the root advisor thing to get rid of the thing for that I called for emergency service. I guess it would be F5. That button is right next to the trailer button. Oh yeah, I would have never made it. It's uphill over a bridge. Still might not make it. Jeez, they didn't give me much. They gave me a quarter tank. Ah, okay. See, I don't use the F keys. I have what's important keybound to different buttons on the wheel. The keyboard in general is like way too far away. I don't know if you ever saw a picture of my setup, but it's a mess. Is that the... That's it, right? Now Red Bear's most favorite task, figure out how to get through this freaking truck stop. At least it's not dark. I hate it when I have to go through a truck stop and it's dark. I can never figure out where I'm supposed to go, which ways the arrows are going. Listen, it makes some sense. Okay. Actually, you know what I hate about this? You've got a gas station here with all of these different bays, right? But you can only get fuel at some of them. I think it's every other one. So that one, not that one, that one. Why? Why can't I stop at any of these fuel pumps? Oh, no, you gotta try to get into this one. Yeah, I know, Robert Stack. I'm not on the road. I'm sorry. I'm getting fuel. So, there's this like wooden shelf that the keyboard goes on. And ever since, well, for a long time now, actually I might have changed because of the stand that I have for the third monitor on the right. But, that shelf really didn't fit in good, and it was all wobbling all over the place and stuff. Well, I put a screw into the 2x4 that's for the stand for the monitor, and then I took off the 2x4 on the right side of the shelf. It had like a wooden 2x4 leg, so now it kind of hangs off the screw that's on top of the wheel. And then I have a couple of I found some aluminum picture frame pieces in a drawer that I have under the leg on the other side so that it's even. It works, okay? Actually, a funny thing, what was it, a couple months ago now? The monitor that I had on the right side for a couple of years that I found on Facebook Marketplace for all of $5. I loved that monitor, but it died. Because, it was $5 a couple of years ago. It was a 1080 by 1260 or 1060 by 1280. I'm not good with resolutions, but it was square instead of rectangle, which I liked anyway because I have some. No, damn it. I have some old games like Car Truck 2, for example, that wants to be on a square screen. So it's like, okay, that's neat. Well, that monitor died. And then what I did is I set up, because we still had it somewhere, um, my mom's old computer monitor from her Windows ME vintage computer. The tower of the computer was long gone, but I still had the freaking monitor. It was a CRT monitor, so took up a huge amount of space on the desk, but the actual size of the screen was not that big. But it worked, and I was like, okay, I can make this work, and that's when I made the little shelf to put it on. And the funny thing is, what I used for the shelf to put it on that I made, a couple of pieces 2x4s for the legs, but okay. Alert, alert. But I used a piece of clear plexiglass, which was, I think it's plexiglass anyway, it's some kind of plastic, but it's the core of the old monitor that died because I took it apart to see if I could figure out what was wrong with it. I think the LEDs just burned out. And I used that. It's like this thick, like more than quarter-inch thick plexiglass, and it makes for a nice shelf. Okay. I set up my CRT on it. Then after like 2 weeks of using the CRT died. It made me cry. Not really, but I mean, it was 20 years old. I think what killed it was my computer. When I leave it alone for a little while, it turns all the monitors off. The tower stays on because I set it up to stay on because I run a Minecraft server, and so it needs to stay on. But the monitors turn off to save a little power and heat. And I think that monitor getting kicked off, and then when I'd move the mouse or something and it would kick back on and you could hear the monitor click and go boom, that killed it. Probably the capacitor died or something. 20 years old. What can you do? Yeah. And then I found a nice 19-inch. Should have been the same. Okay, fine. Should have been the same resolution as the one that died on me before that. The 1080 by 1240 or other way around. Listen, I'm not good with resolutions, but it was square, flat screen. I found it on Walmart of all places, and I was like, I looked on Marketplace first, and I couldn't find one because I wanted a square one again, you know. So 19-inch squarish instead of rectangle. It was supposedly used, but I got I think a 3-year warranty on it, and it was like, it wasn't no $5. It was like 45, or I think it ended up 50 with tax. But I was like, you know what? I've got a 3-year warranty on this thing. Looks like a nice monitor. I'm gonna get it. And what they sent me was a nice 19-inch monitor, but it was widescreen, not square. So it would be a really tight squeeze to fit it in the same spot on the right side. So this $50 monitor that I just bought, I gave to Mom, and then I took her 19-inch widescreen. I think it might be a 7. I don't know if it's 17 or 19. It's smaller than the one that I just bought for $50 anyway. And with a little bit of finagling and turning monitors at funny angles, it fits. So I kind of got forced into using all widescreen monitors, but it's okay, I guess. It works. But the sucky thing is that my mom has the new warranted for 3 years one, and I have the one that she's been using for like 6 years or something. So who knows how long that's gonna last? And then guess what? I'm gonna have to buy another one because she's not gonna care. Actually, the one on the left is a smaller, probably 17-inch flat screen. You know, maybe even less. But it fits in the spot there, so I'm okay with it being that size. The one that OBS is on and stuff. And that monitor is pretty old, so that's probably gonna be next. That somebody gave me. I'm trying to remember if I traded her for that monitor and gave her something else in return. I think like something I gave her, like a maybe even a bigger monitor, but I didn't care because I wanted the smaller one anyway, or I don't remember now. No, I don't think it was that. I think she just straight up gave me that monitor. Oh, headlights. Does it look dark to you, Mr. Officer? It doesn't look dark to me. It is 6:30, but look, now my headlights are on fully. I put them on as soon as he gave me the ticket. Does it look any different than when they're off? Off? Running lights? On. It looks no different. But no, the ticket and headlight usage offense. That's that is relatively new, I think, at least in an American truck, and it's really annoying because it's like, look how light it is out here. Look how little of a difference that the headlights are making. The headlights aren't making any difference. Why am I getting a ticket for not having the headlights on? Even here in the shadows, you can't even tell that I have my headlights on. But the headlight offense. Now, of course, they get in the left lane, they all just take off. Magic booster jets. I feel like I should shift up, but oh, never mind. Oh, other people are turning on. Well, actually, I can't complain about that. There was no freaking lead up lane for that exit. There was nothing. So the guy in front of us here, not the one right in front of us, but in front of him, he had to slow down to get off the exit, of course, but there wasn't any lane for him to get into to slow down, so can't really Blame them. You have to slow down. You know, real American highways, by the way, they don't do that. That's yes. They don't just have an exit that, with no lead up at all. I don't think. I don't know. I haven't really been around to other places of the world, though. Did I skip a gear? I can't. I can't skip gears in this truck. Come on. A couple of the low gears I can skip, but that's about it. Now I'm starting to see my headlights a little bit. Now I would be turning on my headlights. Maybe a couple minutes before, like a minute or so. I got my cruise set again, finally. Keep left means just don't go right. I can stay here unless they keep hitting the brakes. Come on. I'll get a way station coming up. Yeah, I've been really lucky with these way stations. This car ahead of me is scaring me because he keeps tapping the brakes. He's not slowing down at all, but he keeps tapping the brakes. Well, I'm starting to catch up on him a little bit. Okay, nobody's in the left lane. I'm getting nervous. Oh. Speed limit's coming down anyway. For some reason. I don't think I have enough time to sleep on this job, so we're going to be driving through the night. Speed limit's what, 60 now? For some reason? Maybe we're into Idaho now. Oh, that's a pretty train. The passenger train going by with the lights. Very nice. I'd like to not be in the left lane, but I have a feeling somebody's still like right there. No? I think I can get over. Where are we going? Left, right, left, right. I've been getting slightly addicted to some YouTube shorts lately, which is bad because it just confirms my theory that I have been developing over the years that YouTube and especially TikTok is just giving everybody ADD. You don't need to have AD anymore. D anymore. You can just get it by watching TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I usually don't like shorts especially because then listen, I was in my lane driving straight. If you were in the right lane and the right lane is ending and you didn't hit the brakes, that is not on me, buddy. That is on you. My lane didn't end, your lane ended. Anywho, I've been watching some shorts. And shorts is not a great name for it, but it is what it is. And there's this guy, this trucker in a red truck. Oh, I don't remember his name. See, that's part of the problem. But anyway, yeah, ADD because when you start not being able to pay attention to a video that's more than a minute long, that's a problem. And the whole thing that makes you not be able to pay attention to a video that's more than like a minute long is because you're watching all videos that are a minute long. And that's TikTok's fault. And YouTube Shorts. You know, you watch a video, watch it for 10 seconds, and then you scroll up to the next one, and then you scroll to the next one, you scroll to the next one. What is that? But that's content now. But after I'm done complaining about it, I will say that yes, I've been watching this guy. A couple of shorts now, a couple of guys now. One guy is, oh god, what is going on here? Oh, we're dead. Uh, uh-huh. There needed to be more warning for that. I did not have any kind of indication that everybody was screeching to a halt in my lane, especially the left lane. Good lord. I guess we're doing some off-roading. Because this guy's never gonna move. Updating. Oh my. Jake brake was still on. Oh, it's a detour, is it? I can't keep left. There's a detour, you see. Put my blinker on now, I guess. Yeah, I forgot detours are a thing. Hold on. I gotta figure out how to... if I go all the way right, I can just get right back on. Okay, it's an easy enough detour, but there needed to be like a triangle on the side of the road or something. I went the right way, right? Yes. Anywho. What is this guy's name? It starts with a J. I don't remember. Is that my stop light? Yeah, that was my stop sign. It didn't look like it. It looked like it was angled wrong. My turn. So yeah, this trucker, red truck, he makes a lot of shorts. His name starts with a J, I think. I think he's somewhere in New Jersey, Pennsylvania area. But it's just this everyday life of driving trucks and all the crazy traffic that doesn't know what they're doing, and you know, whenever somebody's not quite in their lane, especially if they're going over the broken line in the middle, the dotted line, he goes waka 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 waka, which is hilarious. And oh, he's got, you know, insults for all the jack wagons out there and all that fun stuff. And yeah, those shorts are fun. They're addictive. Might be why I'm yelling at people in this game a little bit more than I usually do. Well, what's the speed limit? 60? Okay. The headlights on this truck are not great. That's low beams, that's high. But I'm on the highway, so I really shouldn't have my high beams on. Yeah. They're not completely terrible, but they're not great. I wonder if I have enough time to sleep through the night. This was actually a pretty long haul. Let's see if we can do the math. See if I can find the money so that the button. They're expecting me Monday, 10:45 p.m. at the latest, and I'm gonna get there Monday 4:15 5:50 a.m. Should be able to make it. I wish I could pick how long I sleep for. It's always 8 hours, I think. You can't choose. I mean, the older truck games give you a slider of how many hours you were going to sleep for. You know, it tells you what time it's going to be when you wake up. Derail Valley does that too. Okay, I decided. Parking. Oh, trucks that way. Yeah, I couldn't see that until I was on top of it, you see. I remember I'm hauling doubles, so I ain't getting out of there if I park there. I can't back up, you see. I have an excuse, it's doubles. If I go on this outside spot, I'm gonna take up 2 spots, I'm sorry. It's the best I could. Good, I can't see it anyway, so there you go, I got a good excuse. Neutral. High beams on. Off. Lights off. Like the dashboard lit up either way. That's fine. Okay. Please don't sleep more than 8 hours. Let's see. I don't know if I'm still gonna make it there on time, but whatever. I have like $6.7 million, so. No, I didn't. I didn't block that spot. I probably hold on. Yeah, I actually parked pretty good. Considering I weren't driving doubles. Oh, was that a MOW? It was. Which is the MOW racing down the rails. Oh, that's cool. Oops. I put it in neutral instead of resetting my camera. Too busy rail banning, sorry. Oh boy. Now, something that nobody else seems to understand. I'm saying this, I know there was a yield sign. Yield means yield to the other traffic. Oh, you're gonna let me go for some reason? Okay, you really shouldn't do that on a highway, but thank you. Anyway, yield means yield to the other traffic, which means if there's other traffic in that lane that you're trying to merge into, you need to stop. You can't just keep going and just expect them to get out of the way because you need to get on the highway. No. If there's other traffic, if there's other traffic, you slow down and let them go. Or in that situation, well, first off, I was looking at the train, but even if I wasn't, there was too much traffic on the highway, so I had to stop and wait until I could get out. Funny how that funny little triangle sign works that nobody seems to understand. Guess I'm on a roll tonight, huh? You know, common sense, it doesn't exist anymore. There's no such thing. Actually, I don't know if that would have been common sense. That's what you learn in driving school for $100. Which, I mean, I don't know if anybody goes to driving school anymore. I think they just kind of do it. I never have confidence in myself. It's kind of a ongoing weakness since birth. Um, when I learned how to drive, I had my grandma just put me through the driving classes around here. It's called DCAT, and it's people that are professionally their job is to teach teenagers and up how to drive, and so much better, so much better than having a family member try to teach you how to drive. I remember I tried to learn how to drive a little bit with my mom, just a little bit, um, just down the street from me. There was this nice big parking lot for the college, and on the weekends there were barely any cars in it. Big parking lot that had different kind of tiers, levels, because it was on a hill. So it was really good for learning how to drive, basically, for the very basics. And yeah, we were driving my grandma's. Yeah, it wasn't even mom's car. Yeah, because at the time, mom's car uh, was a Volkswagen Jetta with a stick shift, and she's like, "I am not teaching you how to drive stick," and I'm like, "That's okay. I would like to learn how to drive before I learn how to drive stick. That's okay with you." So, so I learned how to drive on. Well, DCAT was most of it, but some of it was either on my grandma's uh, '96 Buick Roadmaster, which is the last hurrah of American station wagons. Uh, the car is probably at least 20 feet long, and it's pretty wide too, because it's like kind of they were going for the rounder style instead of the more square style, but it kind of stuck out a little bit more on the width side of things. Like my grandparents before the Buick Roadmaster had a '88 Pontiac, I think it was an '88 Pontiac Safari, which was a beautiful station wagon. Ran real nice. They never really had the only problem they ever had with that car, as far as I can remember, is from the factory the paint job was not done right. GM they had a lot of paint issues in the late '80s and early '90s, and the mounting area for the roof rack used to leak into the car, and they had to drive around a loaner for a little while when they finally got around to fixing it. But anyway, I kind of wish I'd learned how to drive on that car, but my grandpa, in his infinite wisdom, when he was already kind of declining on the mental side of things, he was coming down with Alzheimer's, and nobody knew it until it's too late. Not that you can do anything about it anyway. Alzheimer's is terrible. But anyway, anytime you went out to a town like about 30, 40 minutes from us, the Buick dealership had this big Buick Roadmaster on the lot, and he just got it in his head. He had to have that Buick Roadmaster. There was nothing wrong with the Pontiac Safari. This is probably. Oh, I finally have to stop. This is probably 1995, 96, and the Pontiac was only an '88. There was nothing wrong with it. It probably had like 40,000 miles on it, maybe. Probably not even that much. Hell, the '73 Cadillac only had 48,000 miles on it. Because this, when my grandpa was working up until '88 when he retired, um, he drove a company car. He had to do a lot of driving for work. Well, I guess I'm mostly telling the story to pod watchers anyway. So sorry about the ad. 2 minutes I had on my timer, so hold on. So now I know how long to set this freaking timer for. I had it set at 44. I'm gonna try change it to 42. I want to change it to 41, so I have a little bit of warning. Okay. Now I gotta start it back up after the ad break. I'll keep telling the story anyway because I'm kind of meandering about everything anyway. But so yeah, the Pontiac was not old. It probably had barely any miles on it. I was a little too young to know about cars much then, but that was a nice car. I know there was nothing wrong with it anyway. But he had to have that nice new Buick Roadmaster. That white Buick Roadmaster with the fake wood on the side. The Pontiac was like a dark maroon with fake wood on the side. I mean, fake wood on the side is just a station wagon thing, you know. I like the look of the fake wood on the side. When my mom first got her 2006 PT Cruiser, which I mean, love them or hate them, but they're a thing. Uh, I did actually look into how much a kit would be for the fake wood on the side of the PT Cruiser, but it was a lot, and really that car is not worth it. It does have a really neat old look, though. I'm about to run out of fuel. There needs to be more signs for these fuel stations. Oh, welcome back from the ads. Fuels. Is there a fuel stop here? I'm seeing dealers. Seeing a place where you can take pictures. I'm seeing a wrench. I'm seeing a garage that I can buy. Playing I Spy with the map here. That was fuel, but I guess I didn't notice I needed it, and I don't think there was a sign for it either. So long story. I'm not emergency situation for fuel yet, but getting there. We saw how quickly we run out of fuel when the light comes on for it. There. Everett, Washington, we're gonna have to stop at. Oh God, what is this? Spaghetti nightmare. Good lord. Is there a better way to do that? I don't think there is. Great. If I wanted, you know, sometimes I wish there were more back roads in this. I'd love to get off the highway here in Seattle and then take whatever side road from Seattle up to Everett. It would be worth it. What is this? I bet there is this. I bet. You know, there are hidden roads in this game, even on the base map, not just the mods. I bet there's a road from somewhere here, here, or here that goes through this and into Everett. To this Boeing plant here. You know, even if I could do that, though, I would still have to get on the highway here and then back off here to get to the gas station. There's no fuel here. Iris is about to go live. Iris is going live with Armored Core 6. Thank you. I don't know what's going on with my Windows. I think Windows updated and just decided that now the notifications will work more than they did before. Maybe Google Chrome updated. I don't know. I don't want to turn them off completely, but sometimes they're a little annoying. That's a wrench. That's a Kenworth dealer. That is not going to be fuel. Seattle doesn't have a gas station. All for trucks. On Tacoma, I'm almost tempted to go this way down into Tacoma for fuel, just so I don't have to do this F-word herbery, if you know what I mean. Because then I also have to get back on the... Oh, at least you can get back on the highway this way. But I can't get off this way, right? That's just... Can I make it there? I don't think I can make it that far. The fuel light hasn't popped on yet, but I think it's about to. Is there really no connection from here to here? Oh, maybe there's like an ocean in the way or something. Yeah, there is. There's an ocean in the way. Okay. Okay, cut over to this road. Oh, see, this is where I should have stopped. I need to really plan out more for fuel stops if we're going to run out of fuel this fast. Just wondering if I can make it here. Let's see. Let's see how we are by the time we get to this Everett exit. That is really a mess that I don't want to have to deal with, but I think I'm going to have to. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm down to quarter tank, yep. No question, I gotta stop. Since I know it's that low, I think I'm gonna go down to Tacoma. It's a little out of the way, but it would mean not dealing with this. Well, actually, I can at least get back on the highway. Maybe it's not too bad. We'll do it. Oh, we can go through the fuel station, come back out this way. That might not be too bad. Okay. We'll see. I don't drink and drive, people, even if it's soda. Basically, if the plastic glass that you're drinking out of blocks your vision to drink out of it, then you probably shouldn't do it. Oh, I didn't restart my stupid timer for the ad, so that's gonna be wrong. Right, so there's no truck lane here. It's just not enough room for it. Coming down this mountain. Makes sense we're coming down this big of a hill because we're coming down to Seattle. This is on the coast. Yeah, there's the red light. So we're not going to Seattle, we're going to Eaton. Or Everett. Everett. That was the name of the town. I'm not speeding up and getting in the left lane because I'm trying to conserve fuel right now. Because I'm aware that I'm about to run out now. Well, it's going down to 55 now anyway. I cannot move over, I don't know. Well, maybe I could have, but it's okay. Actually, I'd like to get right away. If I can. If this lane's not going to end. I don't think it is. Oh, that's pretty. Nice. What is that? Impala? I don't know my cars as much as I should. That's nice. Exit 2C, 5 North, Vancouver. I do believe that's what I want. Vancouver, British Columbia, yeah. Well, eventually. We're only in Seattle now. It's going to be a little while. Should really be a sign for Everett. That's the next town north that I gotta stop at for fuel. I should have looked, and I didn't. As much as I don't want to upshift because I need the power, I'm trying to not run out of fuel. Is my lane ending? Yeah. Can't really tell because the roads are all white and the lines are all white, so you can't see a thing. The roads shouldn't be white. But, you know, out here in no frost land, they could just make everything out of white concrete. So, yeah. Actually, the highways were all concrete just for big interchange. I was surprised because it's pretty far north for it. I guess originally all of the highways were concrete, though. Um, Scranton, Pennsylvania, I remember. I don't think I'm getting off here, am I? Let's say. Oh, of course. Oh. Alright. Well, thank you. No, don't. You stopped to let me out. I thanked you, and then you started going. Don't do that. You gotta commit to it. I know it sucks. But if you're gonna stop and let me out, you gotta stop and let me out. You can't stop and then start going again. Now I want to get off, I think. I'll keep Everett.
Take this exit on the right.
Am I turning left here? I know it's some kind of wacky left hand. Yeah. It's trying not to slow down as much so I didn't have to speed up as much because I'm almost out of fuel. Let's see. Turn where? Right.
Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
We're making this light, damn it. Yeah, it's yellow. Light's not going to change, is it? Nope. We're almost to the fuel. What's the best way into that fuel station, by the way? Let's see it now. I think I better turn her right here. Yep, gotta turn the engine off till the light changes. Usually it's very bad to do that because it's more wear on the engine. You're just going to restart it again, don't turn it off, but I'm almost out of gas. No way. Can I even go in from this end? Yeah, I know. Suicide lane. How do I get in the gas station? I don't have the fuel for this. Really? This is a terrible gas station. Remember, folks, we're running doubles. I can get back out this parking lot, right? Yeah. Of course, there's some like 2 foot high concrete barrier there, so I can't go from this parking lot to that parking lot. Because that makes sense. Coming out the end, sorry. Sorry. There we go. We made it. I think.
Keep right, then turn right.
There. So the answer was sit in traffic until the other traffic moved and, make more traffic. But this is the right way that I should have come in. Why is this the spot to stop? The fuel pump is either back there or up there, but we're stopping between the two and whatever. Okay, so I was like down in the danger zone of almost running out of fuel again. I should have looked at the gallons when I actually did run out of fuel. 150 gallons. Yeah, this thing only holds like 160 gallons or something. No wonder. What's the tanks look like? Oh yeah, those tanks are truck tanks. They're kind of small. There's 2 of them though. Yeah, I'm glad I went in this way though, because the other option would have been turn right into here, and then try to make a left or right on that end, and that would have been much worse. I think. I think this is better idea. And now I just go straight, right? Yeah, that's much better. Guess I better get in the left lane. So I'm not a complete idiot and taking up both lanes. People get by me over there? Yes. See, I did good. I'm a nice guy. Do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. I have no idea what the song is, but I've heard it enough to sing along to it. Dr. Coyle? What the heck is Dr. Coyle? It's a good song though. Yeah, my truck kind of needs repairs. We had a couple little oopsie whoopsies. Well, I'm not gonna make a separate trip for it. So my ETA up there in the corner, if it's to be believed, is I'm gonna get there by like 4:30 in the afternoon, and I do believe I had until like 10:30 at night to get there on time, so we should be okay. Yeah, we just go straight. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Wait. Why are we zigzagging loop-de-loops? Let's Whatever. It'll figure it out. Thankfully, knock on wood again, my shifter's working pretty good tonight. Right in the very beginning when I started driving, it felt like it was messed up, but it's okay now. I didn't mean to downshift that much. That was not a skipped gear, it's just the gear ratio there is really screwy between 4th and 5th gear. You make it scream in 4th gear, and then you go up to 5th, and it sounds like you went up to 6th or 7th. Yeah, this gearbox is a little wacky. I mean, I've gotten used to it, but if I was pulling something really heavy, I think I would not be too happy with it. That gear wasn't too great either. Really? Okay. Well, it's getting away without having to stop for a while, so now we're making up for it. It's okay, Robert. We're just going through a way station. This is where the scales are, right? I see a stop. Oh, maybe I could. I see a stop here sign over there, too. I guess it's 2 scales. I'm not gonna risk it. Where's the stop here? Here? Yeah. $39 tons? Is that what that said? It's what, almost 80,000 pounds? Truck and trailers? Not bad. I think I cut somebody off there. Not going by my own rules there. And music is dead. There we go. Do believe we're going to take 5 north all the way up to Canada now, probably. Speed limit's going to be 60 all the way up to Canada, too. Fun. 60 for trucks, 70 for cars, of course. West Coast. That's more dangerous than just having everybody going the same speed, right? Think. Pretty sure. Oh, okay, cool. Welcome back, David. You didn't miss much, except they can barely see the road. Okay, it's better now. Stupid concrete roads in states where it doesn't get cold enough to not use concrete. Yeah, I've only been on one little stretch of highway that had concrete roads like that, and yeah, it was the Scranton, Pennsylvania interchange, 84, I-84 to Scranton, and then it ends or starts, whichever way you want to put it, Scranton, and then I got on 81 South, and I think, yeah, we were going to Hartford, Pennsylvania, not Hartford. Where were we going? Yeah, it was Hartford, I think. And the highways there were that white concrete. Just for that interchange and maybe a little bit down 81, it was interesting. I thought that was pretty far north for that because concrete doesn't really like cold very much. Sure, Pennsylvania gets plenty cold. I'm sure they use tons of salt too. Actually, no, I think out in Pennsylvania nowadays, anyway, they actually use beet juice instead of salt. I don't think it's just beet juice. It's beet juice mixed with something else, some kind of brine. It's like really dark red black color, and then it stains your cars red. And you know what? I wish we had that here because you can stain the car red as much as you want. If it's not going to freaking rot out the metal, then I'll deal with washing off the red stuff as opposed to junking a car after a couple of years because there's no more metal. Well, not a couple of years, but they still rust out pretty fast. I remember back in, I want to say, like early 2000s, my sister's mother-in-law, I guess she is, yeah. She used to tell me, "Oh, only old cars rust. New cars, they don't rust anymore. Your car is too old. They made cars so they don't rust." And I'm like, okay, sure, sure they did. What is going on here? This is really tiny, but okay. Hello. Really? What? Are we just gonna stand around a pit in the floor? Okay. What you guys even do there? Oh, right here. Why am I going through this nonsense? Why aren't we just on like I-5 North? Oh, is this the border? No. Oh, maybe it is. There's Vancouver. Oh, we're dealing with the border now. No, that's an exit, apparently. This little skinny road is not the exit. Yeah, border. Trucks only right lane. It helps to read the signs. There's the maple leaf. Bazaar. Duty free. Oh, this is cool. This is ProMods Canada. I like it. I'm going to go straight because I don't feel like doing that little jig with a double trailer. This is very nice. I haven't been up here in a while. I see the stop sign is also in French because Canada. Oh, checking my documents. Okay. We're good. I swear. Thank you. Stop and erect. I guess arrête is stop in French. Now, stop signs are pretty darn universal. The whole, red sign in an octagon shape. I remember seeing I think I was watching somebody play GeoGuessr. Okay, buddy. Really? No, keep going. You're already in front of the truck. Yeah, keep going. Is everybody gonna stop right in front of my nose? I'm not gonna pull out in front of your nose. I'm sorry. You guys don't have a stop sign. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry, fire truck. Everybody else was stopping there, so I'm just gonna assume you are too. Anyway, yeah, somebody was playing GeoGuessr. They were in some foreign country that does not speak a lick of English. Oh, come on. I just went through Border Patrol and now I gotta do a way station? Is this the way station? And, and they had stop signs, red octagon stop signs, and they said stop in English. No other language. I think it should have been in Spanish because they were in, like, some Spanish speaking country, but I was like, oh, I guess that's just universal then. But here we are in Canada, and it's got to say both stop and arrête. Pretty sure that's not how you say it, but I'm not French. Okay, once again, we are 39 tons. Trucks to spray down the road with water. Oh, what? Like dirt roads, you mean, probably. Like, keep the dust down? There was a town in America back in, I want to say, the 70s or maybe even 80s where the whole town was too cheap. Oh, asphalt. Okay. And you spray them down with water. Because they're too hot, maybe. But there was this town, I don't remember where now, but they had to spray down the dirt roads with something, try to keep the dust down. And they wanted to spray it down with, like, used oil. Because that's, just dump used oil on the ground. It's fine. It's a dirt road. It's okay. I bet their cars didn't rust out as fast because they got a bunch of oil on their cars. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. But, the guy that they hired to spray the oil on the dirt roads, the waste oil or whatever, well, he found something that was cheaper than waste oil. It was some kind of byproduct of some chemical plant that he sprayed on all the roads. Oh, oh. Mitigate tire busting. Okay, that makes sense. But he sprayed this stuff on the roads, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know what this stuff is. It's cheap. I'm gonna spray it on the roads." I guess the place where he got the stuff didn't tell him, this is, chemical waste. You can't spray it on the ground. But anyway, it ended up being dioxin, I think is the name. Poisoned the whole town. I do believe to this day, this was like back in the 80s, to this day, the town is still a ghost town. Everybody had to leave because, dioxin is bad. But he defended himself by like dumping this dioxin water on his hand and touching it to his lips like it doesn't do anything. It's fine. And I'm sure he's probably dead by now because dioxin, whatever that stuff is, right? I don't remember if it dioxin something. I think it was dioxin. But yeah, it was because they still had dirt roads and they expected him to spray it down with like waste oil, which also probably isn't the best thing. But it wouldn't have been bad enough to force people to leave town. Uh, it's one of my, I don't know, really disaster show. Oh, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, it's just chemicals. Look, I dumped it on my hands. They didn't melt. It's fine. Stop, stop crying. Same kind of person that probably defends asbestos. That would be my neighbor. He used to back in the day when he was a kid. He's like in his upper 70s now, but his father worked on like steam generators and stuff, and so they used a lot of asbestos for insulation back then. It's like back in the, I don't know, late 50s probably, even earlier than that. He was born in 44 or 54, mid 50s, late 50s, somewhere around there. And his father would come home with bags of asbestos, and it was powdered asbestos too, just in bags. And he used to mix it with water and make little figurines out of it with like Play-Doh. He doesn't have cancer. He's 78 years old. He's okay. I guess what matters is if you breathe it in. You know, I mean, asbestos is really bad and super deadly if you breathe it in. But if it's wet and you don't breathe it into your lungs, then you're you're probably not going to die from cancer from asbestos. Yeah, that's how Steve McQueen died. Actually, he was full of cancer from asbestos because he was in the Navy. I believe I read up on it once, and he was full of tumors. He was in maintenance in the Navy, and they probably ripped out asbestos insulation or something, and he breathed it in, and yeah. Like, put like my neighbor, he'll hear about some place where they have to shut down the whole building, and it's all off bounds for in a tent for like a year or something because they found asbestos. He's like, oh, these damn pansies. It's like, yeah. I mean, I can kind of understand it. It's very bad if you breathe it in, but if you don't breathe it in, then and if it's wet, then it's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna do anything if you touch it. You have to breathe it in. But yeah. Oh, that's pretty. I haven't been up here in this Pro Mods Canada area in a while, so I don't even remember what it looked like last time I was here. Probably over a year. C4. Oh God. Hey, it's not as dangerous as you think. You need a blasting cap, right? There's a nice rail line right there. Ah, spicy putty C4. Yeah, that makes sense. Turn right. Let me guess. They'll be NSF. Oh, was that a Canadian train? Oh no. Is that a Mexican train? Because they made a special train for Mexico, but not can I can tell. It didn't look like Canadian National though. It could have been. But if it was like Faro Max, that's yeah, that's Mexico. It's like an ocean. Yeah, it's a bit spicy. I've called things spicy a couple of times playing Derail Valley just because, yeah, watch too much ice. Why am I blinking around? We're not there yet. Well, now we're there. Yeah, red light. That's right. Yeah, it's just gets ingrained. And that went dot 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 poorly. Yep, I've been I find it funny that he says that a lot because that's usually like a British term. Binned it.
Get ready, you turn right. Turn right.
Yep, get rid of the beans. Are these people parked here? That's a pretty bad place to park. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Get away with it because there's no regular traffic here.
Join me next time on a intriguing route.
All right, where's my parking spot? Now I'm pulling doubles, so it's gonna be straight through. But where? I think this way. It's not gonna be over there, hopefully. I mean, I can loop around this place if I have to. I think this is gonna be fine. Have you tried out the new passenger jobs in Derail Valley yet? It doesn't have the little local trains anymore that goes to like Iron Mine, but it does have passenger trains with multiple stops. Like it'll say, "Go to Harbor, but you got to stop on City Southwest on the way." Golden Hole. I haven't picked up that one yet, but yeah, give her the beans. Highball. Well, highball's a very common railroad term. Yeah. All right, I'm back. Yeah, ad block for the win. Yep. Yeah, the ad block wars are interesting to look at. My neighbor for like 2 or 3 days couldn't watch YouTube because they were doing the thing where they were saying that you had to buy YouTube Premium, and I offered to change the ad blocker for him, but we waited a couple days, and then the ad blocker updated and got around it. I guess gonna go back and forth. Okay, so we are in Vancouver-ish. Kind of in between towns right here. How does that look like it's in freaking Russian? I know it's not. But it might as well be because I can't tell what that says. Conquistador. There you go. Anywho, let's what we got. What time of day is it right now? Oh, it's 8:30 at night. Eh. Let's putz around then, not pick up a load yet. So I can sleep through the night. Because the headlights on this truck aren't great. So we got a question mark to discover there. That's a town. Surrey, that was the town that we delivered to. Let's go here. But we're gonna go via here. So discover it, I guess. There you go. Let's do a loop-de-loop. It should waste enough time that we get to sleep through the night.
When ready, proceed to the highlighted.
Yeah, a lot of the bidding it is the fun part. I like that now that with Simulator he's actually doing a somewhat serious playthrough in realistic mode. You know, before Simulator he was only blowing things up, and I was like, okay, Heist, I know it's funny, but can we actually run a train for more than 10 minutes without blowing it up? Can we do this? And now the simulator's out, and you know he's got his realistic playthrough. He's behaving a lot better. I wish he would just oh, he can't because he has to beat the game, quote unquote, before you can change the difficulty settings. But I kind of wish he would just give himself uh, the longer dash anyway, because he just mashes the hell out of the F key. So you might as well just have the longer dash than destroy your keyboard. But you know, I just don't mash it so much. But the last time he streamed the game, I think he was in Sandbox. Oh, there's a train. I was like, why is the traffic up? Oh, can I see the train? Once again, that does not look like a Canadian. I think it's freaking Mexican. This is a really nice map mod, though. This is pro mod, so yeah, it's gonna be nice. But yeah, he was really just blowing everything up. Like, okay, heist. Yeah, he really mashes that button. But that's what I was trying to get to. Sorry, my brain had to figure out where it was. Uh, last time he streamed it in Sandbox, and streaming, yeah, streaming is just for goofing around, blowing stuff up. But he spawned the handcart in, and thankfully the newest update fixed an issue that Sandbox had with the handcart. It had the brakes on the handbar all the time. I thought I had a mod that was messing something up. It was actually a bug with the base game. Oh boy, we're never getting out of here. But so he learned that the handcart is a thing, which is good. So maybe sometime soon in his realistic playthrough, he'll get the handcart, and then he can use that to get around the yard and maybe not mash the hell out of the F key so much. Oh my god. I don't know if you've seen one of my Derail Valley streams, but I have nerfed myself with my realistic playthrough. It's not only realistic difficulty, but two things. I completely disabled the dash function. So it doesn't matter how much you smash on the dash key, nothing's going to happen. You're running everywhere on foot. Sorry. And the other thing I did is I disabled remote switching. So you have to throw every switch by hand. So, like, the first thing I did in this playthrough. Okay, I think I finally get out. Yeah. The first thing I did in this playthrough was get the handcart because you can't do anything really without the handcart if you can't dash. I have the mod, but I'm not running it currently. Yeah, I know. I could turn the mod on and have somebody else dispatch. That would be an option. But yeah, I could always turn it on at any time to have somebody dispatch for me.
Turn right.
No, I'm not gonna block the train tracks, and get run over by a train. I just noticed the AI traffic knew not to park on the tracks. Unrealistic, but it's the way you're supposed to do it. Okay. Yeah, sometime soonish. I'll probably stream it again. This weekend I'm going to be messing around with Railroads Online, maybe. How do I get in reverse? Some gremlin threw it in reverse on me. $80, $60? Is that in kilometers? God damn it. Canada. Yeah, 50. It was 80, but it was kilometers. The neat thing about the handcart is you can spawn it for free and you can clear it for free. And in non-sandbox mode, there can only be one handcart
Speed limit.
at a time. So if you go running around on the handcart somewhere and derail it, you don't have to worry about re-railing it, even though re-railing it is also free. You can just spawn another one, and the one that you just derailed disappears. Hi there, Cass. How you doing?
Keep left.
Oh, nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are we stopped? Did light change? Where's the traffic light? Oh, it's because traffic stopped up ahead and we're not going to park on the tracks, right? Okay. I didn't see the guy up there. Lights on. Iron Forge. Classic. Alright. We're up in Canada now. This is Pro Mods Canada map mod. Yeah. Yeah. Turn left. Oh, now you tell me to. Well, it's too late now, buddy. Turn left. Uh-oh. This may be a problem.
Update.
Oh well, I wanted to kill time until I slept anyway, so. All that time I was sitting there before the grade crossing so that I wouldn't block it. You didn't tell me that I had to go left. Very surprised the AI traffic knows not to block the crossings. Oh, that's TeamSpeak, right, David? Yeah. I was really hoping this would just be like some cloverleaf interchange thing and I could just loop-de-loop and go back, but I guess that's not happening, huh?
Keep left. Then turn left.
Turn left, we mean U-turn? Because I can do a U-turn. I'm not hauling a trailer right now. That was at 11 for a shorter run for this last run of the night, I think. I don't know. I'm kind of awake. I might stream a little longer. We'll see. Wait, what? I had a green? I had a green arrow and I didn't see it. It was too dim. Okay, you're gonna. I hate to tell you, but I'm making a U-turn. I didn't see a sign saying no U-turn.
Exceeded the speed limit.
80 kilometers. But yes, this is Pro Mods Canada map mod. It's pretty nice. It's really well done. Yes, make a U-turn when possible. Yeah, yeah. The GPS was gonna have me go around the block, but I realized I don't have a trailer and there's plenty of room to make a U-turn, so I did. Tassawasan. Whatever the heck that is.
Keep right. Then exit right.
Yeah. No, no, don't hit the freaking parking brake.
Then on the right.
Do that.
Keep left.
I want to go to the Tassawasan.
You've exceeded the speed limit.
All right. Freaking pizza pasta. No, we've heard pizza song enough times. I know I missed a turn and I'm kind of going around a couple little circles here, but I don't think it's worthy of pizza pasta. Put it in a box. That song pops up almost every freaking stream, I swear. There's so many songs in this playlist now. Maybe I should have let it play. Looking at the GPS and seeing the red lines just going everywhere. Yeah, maybe I should have let the pizza song play. British Columbia. That's the name of the province, right? Yeah. It's all the way west. I think one of the people that
Turn right.
works on this map mod is Smarty, who's made a couple of really nice, high quality truck mods.
Turn right.
Takes him a long time to come up with a new truck mod, but it's very high quality. And it's free. It's not payware. He's the one that made the Scott. And now he also has the second truck that I was driving a bit one of the other streams. I might switch back to it after this stream. The Peterbilt 350. Really nice truck. The only slight problem with his mods, and it's not really a problem, it's just realistic, is he's very realistic with it, so the engines and transmissions that they come with, they're pretty underpowered. Like back, but it's a truck from like the 50s, I think. So, the truck doesn't do much more than 55 miles an hour, but that's
Turn left.
what they did back then. But with the power of other engines and transmissions that I have from other truck mods, I think I can get that thing up to 65 now. It's still not. I didn't like overpower it like crazy with mods or anything, but I couldn't do maxing out, screaming out at however many max RPMs doing 50 miles an hour. I couldn't handle that.
Continue straight ahead.
Now, Mume is live. I don't know why my Windows notification thing, little pop up box, never goes away anymore. I don't want to completely get rid of the notifications because I kind of like them. Wow, what is all that? That's neat. Is that like a really, really over engineered pedestrian bridge? No, that's got to be a road up there, right? Why is there stairs? Interesting. I guess there's stairs just to get over the road here. Must be stairs on the other side that gets them back down. Sorry, I'm being a tourist. Because it's Windows, yeah. Hey, at least I legally own Windows now. Somebody finally bought me a key. They got. They were sad about how I still couldn't change my Windows settings and still didn't own Windows. Still had the watermark in the corner, and they're like, "Here." They bought me a key for like $10 or something. Oh, busway platform up there. Okay, cool. Busway. I've never heard of a busway. Oh, is that one of those like it's like a tram line, but it's buses instead? Because it's like got grooves that the bus tires are stuck in.
You've exceeded the speed limit.
I have seen some of that before. Okay. Oh, sometimes both tram and bus. Oh, that's neat.
Keep right.
Deep right. Well, we're gonna have to keep going right because there's a wall there.
You've exceeded the speed limit.
Trolley platform and a bus. Oh, cool. Ooh, rain.
Continue straight ahead. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Left, right, straight. Just go whichever way. I love it when they put arrows when it's not a specific. That was lightning. Was this Derail Valley? I was actually playing Derail Valley for a bit right before the stream. Uh, putzing around in sandbox mode, and I turned on a mod that I have a feeling is probably gonna be broken, but we'll see. Uh, DV DV Cargo. It's the one that it's the one that kind of scrambles up what cargoes are in what cars, so you can get like uh, the steel stuff out of the steel mill instead of only being on flat cars. Sometimes it'll be in box cars, and there's some other cargoes that'll be in different kinds of cars. But I'm guessing since this newest update added the stock cars and stuff, I have a feeling that mod's probably broken. But I want to. I put together a big long train and sandbox, and I'm going to run it down to Harbor and see if anything gets messed up. Messing around with the DE6 because why not? I guess. I usually never use the DE6. I'm a little glad you weren't at my last Derail Valley stream, by the way, David, because absolutely nothing went wrong. You see. So actually, I'm not. I'm not glad that you weren't there. I'm just, I don't know. It's getting late. I'm talking nonsense. Right, Kiss? Nothing happened. Everything went swimmingly. Yeah. I know you like your diesel. I mean, the diesel is quite nice. I really like the DM3. I've been driving that damn thing. I don't know how many parts I'm up to now with the Derail Valley streams with my realistic mode, but right up until the last stream, I've been just driving the DM3. I did enough. The nice thing about realistic mode is the payouts are a lot more. Hey, you don't crunch the gears once you know the patterns, and just make sure you drop the throttle all the way. I do pretty good with it. It's not as bad as it looks. When you first get in that DM3 thing, it's like, what the hell is this thing? But once you figure out the gearing pattern and stuff, it's not hard at all. But yeah, I made, because of the way realistic is, the payouts for the jobs is a lot higher because they figure it takes you a lot longer to do it. There's a lot more risk if you mess something up. Okay, I'm going left anyway. But the first Derail Valley simulator stream I did, I made enough just switching out the steel mill that I was able to buy the license for the DM3, and there was a DM3 right there. So I've been driving it ever since. However many parts that... I have a green arrow and I just can't see it now. However many parts that stream is up to now. I've been just driving the DM3. It's not that fast, but you'll never get stuck with it. That thing is... You put that thing in low gear and it's got all the power in the world. There. Oh, it blinks for some reason. Hey, there's the... Okay, good. I missed the entrance, didn't I? Yes, I did. Good job, me. I saw the Volvo sign. The Volvo sign was after the entrance, not before. You know what? I'm gonna buy it. I have billions of dollars. I'm gonna buy this garage on my left. I've been just kind of buying most garages that I run into recently because why not? I have $5.7 million to my name. Usually I kind of shy away from buying a garage in a modded map because there's a chance that the map doesn't work and then you lost your garage basically. But this is pro mods. I'm not worried about that. Where's the entrance to this freaking place? What? I figured I just overshot it a little bit. Oh, I see. There's the side road. Listen, it's dark, okay? But yeah, what totally did not happen the last Derail Valley stream is I got to start playing with Steam, the 060, and when you go from going uphill to going downhill with that thing, you better be on the ball with the injector, is all I gotta say. Blew up right in the middle of the steel mill. I looked at the water level going up the grade from farm to steel mill, and I had like a quarter of a glass. No, I had more than a quarter of a glass. I'll have to look at the VOD to know for sure, but I'm pretty sure I had more than a quarter glass. I had close to half glass. I'm pretty sure. Made it up the hill. The water went from sloshed back to sloshed forward, I guess. Uh, can we not roll away while there's a cutscene going on, game? And I looked at the right as I'm going through the yard after I checked to make sure the switches were okay. I look at the sight glass and it's empty. Turn the water injector on first, on full, just start dumping the fire and kaboom! I was like, you gotta be kidding me, that was quick. It's the first time I ever blew up a steam engine, since Sim came out. Been pretty careful with them usually. Yeah, usually with the 060 though, I usually just do stuff in the yard with it. I guess that's why I wasn't expecting it so much. But hey, it happened to Heist too, and he was just as surprised as I was. He blew up the 282, I think, too. That one, I think it's a little bit harder to blow it up because you get a lot more of a grace period to get the water back in, and I don't think the sloshing is quite as bad. But the problem with the 060 is it's so tiny anyway. The sight glass is pretty small, so you can go from a full sight glass to an empty sight glass real quick. Okay, what time is it? 11? Yeah, one more job, I think. What town are we in now? I wish I could zoom in. Why can't I zoom in? Is this the name of the town we're in? It's hard to tell, actually. Hold on a minute. Let me look at my garage. And we're close, if that's not it, but I'd like to know exactly. Garage manager. Uh, Lawton. It should be Truck Zero. Because I just bought it to buy it just now. Billings, Miles City. Now that is it. Douitlam. Okay. I have good excuse for not being able to pronounce that one. Quitlam. I'm just gonna call it Quitlam. There. Co-Quitlam. There. Co-Quitlam. That's what it is. We're gonna go with that. I'm American, sorry. Though in my defense, I don't think that's friggin' French either. Probably natives. Okay. Uh. Starting to yawn. I have been falling asleep. Like, that's part of why I haven't been streaming as much like this past week, because I kind of fell asleep after dinner a few times. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm sleeping in general too much. I mean, the time change doesn't help, but I think that happened a little bit before the time change, too. Let's see, back down to Washington State. Can we stay in. Nothing stays in Canada, huh? I'd like to do more in Canada. What about Surrey? Surrey is like where we just came from. I wish I could zoom in on this map. It's really tricky. Surrey. Oh god. I don't even know why I got this freaking mod. I know. I'm sure you've watched Squirrel, David. You know his very famous, what was it, 80-ton Volvo video series that he made? This was before he even had a wheel, I think, with the ATS2. Before he was even streaming, I think. Well, maybe he was streaming, but he drove this freaking giant Boabab stream back then. Boabab tree, and then because the gate would come crashing down on him at the toll booth. I remember him dropping the trailer, driving up to the toll booth, paying for it so the gate would open, then going back and grabbing the trailer and trying to pull through. And then some AI truck pulled out in front of him and went through the gate. He was so pissed. Uh 53 63 tons. That's 120 plus thousand pounds. Yeah, overweight. No. Yeah. And there's weigh stations all over the place here. I'm not trying that. Sorry. Not with this truck. I'd have to have. I made up a truck last stream that had a kind of a ridiculous for me amount of horsepower just for hauling like those dump trailers full of gravel down in Mexico. That truck could probably pull this. Not the one I'm driving now, though. Moab, Utah. Nothing stays in British Columbia. Oh, this one does. Yeah, I want to see more of British Columbia. There we go. I don't really care what it pays out. Bananas. Oh, that's going to be easy. 17 tons. Surrey to Kamloops. 6 hours. Yeah, I can get that in 6 hours. It's like one town over.
When ready, proceed to the highlighted route.
Oh, I'm out of air. Like, my air gauge. There it is. Hey, Midnights! Thank you very much for the raid. How you guys doing? Midnights, Midnights. Hi there, Max. Everybody else. Air. Please. I'll be going for another half hour or so. Okay, that should be enough. I wish I had that command. Max, you can probably link it. I think links are allowed in the chat. I think links are allowed. Pretty sure they are. Yeah, I never really figured out commands very much, so it's just like whatever Stream Elements gave me by default, I guess.
Turn left.
Like I don't have MooBot, or I don't know if anybody has MooBot anymore. Jeez. I'm actually surprised I have as much as I have with streaming.
Turn right.
Oh, that's a red light. I did not see that right away. Now, I think you can click his name and get to the. It's not Max's channel though. It's Midnight's. It's different. Oh, you guys ended a little early. Oh, you can try it. There are some commands, but I don't know what.
Turn right.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Dave. Corn Kid 64. That's interesting. Is that like a newer game that's like in the style of a like N64 game? Like I've seen some like retro games that was like something something 64. Okay. Cool. Yeah, the 64 is something that I don't have a whole lot of nostalgia for because we never had one. Oh. Well, that's neat. I saw something that just I had to laugh. Um, my neighbor was showing me something in like a Macy's catalog, and I'm like, I didn't even know Macy's still existed. Oh, right. But in the electronics department, there was a like record players slash radio slash probably CD whatever else type thing, which was nice. It looked nice, $100. I'm like, oh, that's probably nice. Uh, Victrola brand, which I called BS on. I'm like, I don't think Victrola's existed for a while, and if it is, it ain't made. I don't know where the heck it's made, but anyway, the other thing that was in the electronics for $100 was, and it didn't even really say like retro collection or something. It just said, uh, it just said Atari, like Atari, and then I looked at, it had a picture of the box, and it said like 100 something games, and I'm like, is that the big Christmas item now? Atari? Like 2600? I guess it's like a mini thing with a whole bunch, the whole collection of probably every Atari game ever made or something. But still, I thought that was interesting. Plug and play. All right, David, no problem. I just that caught my eye. I was like, Atari.
Turn left.
I mean, I could see it for people that want to play older stuff like that on like a console on the TV. 2600 plus. Oh, it actually plays the cartridges too. Oh, damn, I might even be interested in that. Oh, you shouldn't have told me that. 'Cause I have under my bed in a box, I have a real Atari 2600 with just a handful of games. That's neat. I could probably use my little capture device thingamajiggy to play it on OBS. Yep, there's the ad break. Sorry about that. Haven't really figured out how to control those yet. But that's a long one too. Why is it 2 minutes? I thought I figured out the settings for that stuff. I thought it was 1 minute. My timer's still at 26. It hasn't been 45 minutes. I don't understand. I thought it set it for like every 45, 50 minutes, something like that. Uh, Maybe I screwed up the timer. Oh, you're not missing much. I'm just getting to wherever my trailer is in the land of traffic lights. Well, I guess Stream Elements is working. Oh, neat. That's cool, Max. Eh, I should probably diversify myself a little bit into other stuff. I guess it's getting harder and harder nowadays to get, like, emulators for all this stuff. I remember it doesn't feel like it was too long ago. You could just go to websites and get whatever emulator you wanted, but I think that's all kind of gotten shut down now. Okay, welcome back from the ads, whoever was affected. I don't know why the ads went off just then because I thought I had a timer set for when the ads would go off next, and that didn't seem right. Cool. Okay, cool. Good. I haven't streamed a lot for a while, and now that I'm back and yeah, all this new ad stuff, I'm like, I don't know what's going on with all this stuff. I feel like it's running a lot more than what I set it to. Man, it's getting warm in my room. Oh, we're going around this thing again. Yeah, that's neat. I've been putzing around a few different things. Is it? Oh, okay. There's like this I've heard of RetroArch. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm too old. Uh, I have like the old class of emulators, like God, the NES one. I forget what it was called. Nesticle isn't the one that I usually use, but it is one of the ones. And then I have, oh man, Gens for Genesis, I guess. But no, there's Kega Fusion. I think it's just better. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, and archive.org. Yep. Especially DOS, I think, is good on archive. Was it that I saw play a whole bunch of DOS stuff? Oh, Germa.
Take this exit on the right. Continue straight ahead.
These roads are getting interesting. Oh no, this is a traffic circle. No, it's a yield sign. Okay. Oh yeah, that is some big fancy thing. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, sightseeing again.
Continue straight ahead.
Those flattened cars. Yeah. Neat. Yeah, archive.org. Yeah. You know what I mostly think of for archive.org too? Still, is the Mike Stream archives, Mike Mnemonic. They still exist. The forum still exists too. I've been putzing around between these two towns so much. I'm gonna need fuel again soon.
Keep right, then turn right. Turn right.
Is that a limo coming out of Walmart? No, that's a regular road. Okay, I thought there was a limo coming out of Walmart for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Garbage truck. Retro Arch. I did hear that, yeah. I guess I never tried it. I gotta do some kind of retro stream some night. So I do have my emulators and stuff. Oh, that's cool.
Turn left.
Okay, I'm going into Walmart. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I remember having a bunch of different versions of the ROMs and trying to figure out what the different letters meant. Yep. Yeah, I was thinking some night I gotta do like a C64 night. There were, well, there's some C64 games I actually like playing. I gotta get myself a controller someday. Oh, there's no options for doubles or any other kind of trailer. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll research it, but I might not though because I do have my old emulators that still seem to work. But the advantage to RetroArch though is you can get this giant collection of games, and then you got like just everything. I have a lot, but not everything because I remember going through the websites and picking out which ROMs I wanted to download and stuff. I think that's what like doesn't exist anymore is the ROM websites, or at least the ones I used to use. Okay, I'm looking for. Is that it? Not my bananas. I'm looking for a smallish trailer. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I'm driving a day cab. This is the advantage to a day cab. Still not gonna make the hook this way. No. I suck at blindside. They're close. Mouse, please behave. Yeah, I gotta get myself some kind of controller. This steering wheel that I'm playing the truck game with, that's the only kind of controller I have for the computer. Funny thing is, though, it's got like all the PlayStation buttons on the front of the wheel, so I can use it like a controller if I wanted to, but it's kind of easier to just use the keyboard. Actually, played Dark Souls with this wheel a couple times a while ago. Haven't tried that in a long time because it's just silly. Right, you can switch to the different systems too. Yeah. Oh, that is neat. Yeah, I've seen you use it, and I think Vinny has used it a few times. Yeah, and then he uses the rewind feature. You don't even have to worry about save states if you got rewind, I guess.
Continue straight, then turn right.
Oh, you have a wheel? Oh, that'd be neat. Project Cars in VR. Oh, wow, that'd be cool.
Turn right.
I've seen some Project Cars stuff. A couple people stream it. And then the super realistic one that's also insanely expensive is what is it, iRacing? But that's like even if I was big into racing stuff, which I'm really not, I don't think I would ever try that. What the heck was that? Oh, that was the end of the Silva Gunner music. Really? We gotta go all the way up here? Get off that exit and come back? Yeah, I guess it's either that or go this way and turn around and come back. Okay. No, I've been on this road before. Wow. I don't know if I ever did much driving on here. Hopefully I'll get hope just by driving on the highway. I think I will. Oh, okay. Battle Sarah. Oh, okay. That's neat. Where am I going? Turning right. Yeah, I don't remember when the last time I streamed emulator stuff. Oh man, years. Rehacking with the Wii. Oh, that's neat. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of clueless when it comes to consoles because uh, back in the day I had an NES, and then the next thing we got, however many years after that, it was a while, was PS1. So we never had an SNES, N64, or anything else. It was just 8-bit, then disc. And then PS2, I have PS2 hooked up to a VCR, which I can then hook up to my computer here. And then after that, it was just PC. Never had any other console ever. That sounds neat, though. Yeah, I've heard of people uh, fiddling with consoles like that. Forget. A friend of mine was messing around with one of them. PS3, maybe. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Nintendo does like to kill a lot of stuff. Oh, that's neat. That's pretty cool. I think the fanciest thing I ever did console wise was my PS2. I didn't even know about it, but my friend of mine that lived in the house at the time knew about it. He hooked up an Ethernet wire to it, and then he played Monster Hunter online. I was like, "What? You can hook up PS2 to the internet?" I was clueless. I think that was probably around the time when I was just getting into PCs. Uh, Old days. Cool. That's cool thing about stuff. Yeah, NES can be really, Nintendo, I should say, can be really stupid about stuff like that, like canceling things and trying to keep people from being able to use whatever, and it's just why. Oh boy, one gear is too high, the other one's too low. Traffic light. I thought it was on the highway. What happened? Canada, please. Why is... Oh, okay, yeah, we're not really on the highway yet. I see. That'd be wild. Oh, man. Uh, that's like one of the older PC games that I still have and can play whenever I want. Railroad Tycoon 3 had some kind of multiplayer function back in the day, and I think it was GameSpy. And I know you can still I don't think it's GameSpy anymore, but there's a way to still play multiplayer on Railroad Tycoon 3 because I've seen Heist do it. I thought, wow, that's wild. I don't know. They'd come up with some other way to do it. I never played it multiplayer anyway, even when I did know how to do it. It's really jank on multiplayer though, because anytime somebody's building track, every time you lay one piece of track, the whole game kind of stutters and freezes and stuff when it's trying to figure out how the track is laid and stuff. And it's like, eh. If you just get together in a Discord call and everybody can just share their screens, it might work better. Windows, please. Why did these notifications? I swear these notifications used to not pop up when I was streaming, and now they do. Or they're just popping up a lot more, maybe. Honestly, oh damn it! Didn't I click back in? Thought I did. Honestly, I wouldn't mind the notifications popping up if they just went away like they're supposed to. I hate turning them off completely too, because it's not like I don't want them. It's just I'd be fine if they just disappeared like they're supposed to. Pop up, then disappear. What's with the road work? Oh boy. Open spy? I figured there was something. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how they do it. They might even do it somehow with something like Hamachi? I don't know. I know Hamachi is a way you can like port forward, but yeah, I'm not sure how they do it. Got Railroad Tycoon 3. I'll have to do that some night too. There's a lot of different games I want to make myself play on stream sometime. I used to play Railroad Tycoon 2 a lot on PlayStation 1. And then when I got my computer, I got 3, and then I played that all the time. 2 on the PlayStation was kind of terrible, though, because you couldn't really save the game and come back to it. You could play a campaign and then finish the campaign and save which medal you won for that campaign. But you couldn't get back into the game and play it anymore. So really you couldn't save the game at the end of the day. I guess because it would have taken more memory than a memory card, PlayStation 1 era memory card could do. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, almost midnight. Oh, I'm seeing mountains. That's cool. Definitely in Canada. Be nice to see some snow. There is a mod that just makes everything snowy. I think they call it like Frosty Winter or something. It's interesting, but the problem with that is it just blankets everything wherever you are in the same like layer of light snow. So you could be driving around in Los Angeles and it'd be snowy. It's like, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure, whatever it is isn't too terribly complicated because they do it a lot. Well, the last time he streamed that and played it, didn't want to work too good. It's probably more of an internet connection thing than anything else, though, that didn't want to work. And I'm gonna run out of fuel. There's no signs for fuel here, and I just passed one up. God damn it. Yeah, I'm screwed. Great. There's no exit here either. This truck is not good for areas that don't have a lot of fuel stations. It's only like a 150-gallon tank. I don't know why the tank is so small on this thing. Oh yeah, there's nothing. Jeez. There needs to be signs here. Robots Canada, last gas station for like 300 miles or something. Not 300, but however long this stretch is. No way to turn around either. There was a way here to loop around. Oh, there's this place I can turn left here. Okay. That's what we're doing. We're gonna come down here, turn around, and then get here to get fuel. No. Hold on. Okay, GPS. How would you get there? No, see, no, that's stupid. Why would I go all the way up there when I could go right here? There's something here. There. 1, 2. Thank you. Buckle my shoe.
When ready, proceed to the highlighted
Ah, I have a modem ready to phone, ready to phone in. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting down to quarter tank. Yeah. That doesn't help.
Keep right, then exit right. Take this exit on the right.
Man, I'll watch like an old show from the 80s or something when they like take a phone, like a regular phone, and stick it on the machine for like a to connect the computer to the internet, I guess, or whatever kind of network they had back then. I guess it would listen to the beeps and boops. I was like, wow, that's how it all started. Now, I didn't think this trailer was that heavy, but downshifting a lot just for these. Maybe these hills are steeper than they look. You know what? Sorry, everybody, I'm a terrible person. I know. But there's no gas stations in Canada for some reason.
Updating. Please stand by.
There we go. Fixed. Okay, get rid of this one. Get rid of that. Please get rid of these. Reset. Gas station, please. There.
When ready, proceed to the highlighted route.
Okay, we're going to Hope now. Please tell me I wasn't supposed to get off on that exit. Okay. This rubber stack didn't stay anything. Downshift. Thank you.
Then exit right.
Okay, he must have said keep right and then exit right.
Exit on the right.
But for some reason, I heard keep left and then exit right. And it confused me for about 0.2 of a second. And I was like, wait, I just heard it wrong. Okay. You keep left and exit right.
Then continue straight.
Yeah, he's saying keep right. Okay. I don't know why I'm hearing left. There's something wrong with me. Okay, fuel station. Is that for me? Yes. Once again, sorry, I'm a terrible driver. That gas station, that freaking garbage truck was pretty scary. I'm glad I'm not hauling doubles right now. This stinky little gas station. This is not a truck stop gas station. But whatever. I need fuel. Pure Energy. That's a song from the 80s. Information Society? Yeah. Nobody's gonna know what the hell I'm talking about. Don't blame them. I think it was called Pure Energy. God. Yeah. Safety honk, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Now I can just go straight and get back on the highway. Excuse me. Road information. Everything's open. Good. Okay, no choices. I like no choices. Means I'm going the right way, I guess. These bananas are heavier than I thought they would be. Well, Canada is nice that they give me enough room to get up to speed before I have to merge over, huh? Actually, I don't even have to merge over. Nice. Good, because this is a steep hill. I got my four ways on. Really, truck? You're just as bad as me, huh? Okay. All right, night, Max. Thanks for the raid. Nice seeing you. Well, I have to get over, and you're just kind of sitting there. Oh, that FedEx truck. Like he was doing like 60 coming into there. That was scary. 12 o'clock. I guess I'm going a little overtime tonight. That's okay. Started a little late, I think. This is pretty. I knew it would be. That's the whole point of making Canada. You know, make a lot of pretty areas to drive through. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. Listen, the guy was in the emergency lane just fine. You didn't have to slow down to 40 and go into the left lane after you already passed him. Guess I saw it coming a little bit. And of course, they're going. Finding the problem with this gearbox. Now that we're going uphill, I guess. Now they give us an extra lane for the slow traffic. Oof. I'm not going quite as slow as that guy, I guess. Oh, come on, don't kill my momentum. It's all in doubles. Shouldn't have done that, but I couldn't stay behind him, and now I'm slowing down anyway, but that would have been even worse if I slowed down to stay behind him. Jesus. Hey, I actually need that invisible gear. between third and fourth. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is everybody stopping? Oh, accident, that's why. Ah, the lane ended. Nobody knows how to merge. And this little traffic, and yeah. Hey, Mr. Policeman, maybe you should have pulled over back there for those guys in their fender bender. Nice Crown Vic. Now we're going down, aren't we? Well, the speed limit went up. We're doing 70, and it's okay. I never repaired the truck, by the way. I just looked up at my speed and saw the little red markers on my truck still. Oopsie doodle. There, David. Yeah, highball. Yeah, we're doing 75. Yeah. Now the speed limit's back down to 60, isn't it? You probably just missed me crawling up the hill at like 25 miles an hour. That was that was intense. That was like I was in third gear, and then I was in like 3.5 gear because there's that hidden gear between 3 and 4 for some reason. Yeah, all the beans. Sand! More sand! That's also from Emperor of the North.
Keep right, then turn right.
I guess we're in town now.
Turn right.
Isn't it pretty? They did a really good job with this. I mean, it's Pro Mods. They always do a really good job with stuff. Oh, is that the car on? Yeah, okay. Couldn't tell if that was the car in front of me or if there was some other smaller car that I couldn't see and I was going to crush it by rolling forward. Right and right again. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a goofy curly Q I gotta do. How's my fuel? You know what? There's a fuel station I can get into. I'll get into it. This is a car gas station, isn't it? This is not a fuel station. Oh, great. Well, hold on. Let me see. I can't use this one, right? No. Oh, no trucks allowed. Unless, I mean, I'm already here. Turn. Okay. Oh, I see. There's gonna be a gas station coming up I can use. Since sometimes we just need to do a little sightseeing at the food mart. Right? Ice cream. Let's get some ice cream. I mean, there's trucks there. So I had some kind of idea here. Pepsi. Yeah, I'm gonna go like 100 feet down the road, and then there's gonna be a real truck stop type gas station for me. Yeah, I still got half a tank, but this thing, it's only like a 150-gallon tank, so yeah. I kind of been starting to train myself to just never pass one up now. Is that it? That's it. Wow. That does not look like a gas station, but it is one. Wow. What's left of that container? Oopsie doodle. Customer expects delivery very soon. Oh, good for him. I think I'm on my last final stretch of it here. Right? Yeah, we're almost there. Wait a minute. Why are you telling me now to go that way? Eh. Telling me I can just go that way now? No. I just came all the way down this way to go this way. The Ocean Gate. Too soon, David. Too soon. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, God. I don't even know how that happens. I guess poorly loaded or whatever, but
Please stand by. Be advised, turn right. Turn right.
I almost didn't get that, and then I remembered what Ocean Gate was. Uh, hmm. Okay, what's with these 2-minute ads? I should have 39 minutes before another ad. I got a freaking timer. I don't get it anymore. Well, maybe the timer flipped over and I didn't see it. Right, when it gets to 0, it just goes back, I think. I'm going too fast. Yep. I think pretty much anybody that watches me has ad block anyway by now, so whatever. I don't care. And the best part is the little notification that says, only visible to you, ad break and podcasts, but jokes on them. I'm capturing my own pop out Twitch chat for the stream, so it's visible to everybody. So there. 3 ad blocks. I have U block, and I think that's enough to do everything I want it to do. It seems to block everything anyway. There might be a couple of things that get through somewhere, but for the most part, it works. When it comes to Twitch, any kind of Twitch channel that I watch, I tend to turn it off just for those specific channels, but whatever. I really don't care. I'm making like 8 cents a month or something. Who cares? Oh, nice. Oh, that's a nice station wagon. Oh, those 70s station wagons with all the glass. Mm. Maybe in late 60s, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm getting a headache. I usually don't get headaches. That's weird. Been drinking enough water, too. I'm not going straight, mate. Wait a minute. Aren't I going in there? No. Is that not the entrance? Huh? I'm gonna end up having to turn around because I think. Oh, I see. There's another entrance there. Okay. I thought this was the usual really little depot that makes you back up around a dog leg and stuff, but it's not. This is a nicer one that lets you actually drive down behind the place. Oh, that's nice. I didn't have to really park. Just pull straight in. I'm not hauling doubles this time, so that's really generous. I have it set to random parking, so sometimes it's the hard spot and sometimes it's the easy spot. I got easy this time. And I kind of screwed it up, but it's close enough. Whatever. I'm actually better sometimes at backing into spots than these spots where you just pull straight into it. It is quarter after 12. That worked out pretty good. This last haul didn't take as long as I thought it would. Good. I was getting tired. All right. Uh, I think it is about time to stop. I like this truck all in all. I love big old style trucks. And it works out pretty good. I'm not crazy about the gearbox. That's the only problem. The engine is that I'm using in it is great, but the gearbox is a little rough, especially when I'm trying to climb a hill and uh, fourth it's just screaming and not barely moving, and then fifth is way too high. It's like, ugh. Although I did notice even when I was doing like 70 something, I think I only made it up to eighth, 8 out of 9 gears. So there are a bunch of different gear ratios. So I think I'll go with one with what is it, shorter gears, so it doesn't have as much of a top speed. Yeah, it's got a little bit too much of a top speed. Yeah, I gotta do 12-hour streams. Yeah, I used to do longer streams a while ago. I don't know. I guess sometimes when I did daytime streams, it would maybe be longer. Well, dinner was always a problem because that's like half hour at least because I got to go downstairs and do my sugar and all that crap. Anywho, I'm gonna just babble. I should probably put it on this screen. Uh, yeah, get rid of that. That ending? Yes. The timer means nothing. Okay. Old age, yep. Yep, it is. Old man Red Bear. Uh, okay, so let's see if this. The only person I usually raid is Midnights, and they raided me this time, so. Yeah, there's an Iron Mouse. Yeah, I'm not gonna read them. Alright, so, yeah, that was fun. Got to putz around driving. Got the wheels set up. I almost didn't stream tonight, but I didn't stream for a couple nights, so I kind of made myself do it. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I usually don't really stream then, especially not Saturday night because somebody else in the house streams that night. But let's see, maybe tomorrow night I might stream. Not sure. Yeah, let's see. Once I stop streaming and get the wheel down and everything, I don't know if I'm gonna go to bed yet. I might putz around in Derail Valley a little bit more. I kind of want to see if anything gets screwed up with my. Actually, I need to back up my realistic save. I mean, I'm playing on the sandbox, but still, that mod might screw something up. The DP cargo. Anywho, I'll see you guys around, and I guess all about it. All right, see you around later.